royalty. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Let's do give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty.
I don't want to get in trouble for using zero controls stuff either. I was just checking out his new video, and I like his maps. I check him out all the time. He is the one who got me interested in South Africa and Lesotho, and he was the one that pointed all this out. I don't know if he has taken it. I didn't look at his data on it. I just went there myself. And I'm kind of stuck in it because I'm astounded by the terraforming that I've seen, the land changes, and he has been stuck in North America. One of the things about North America and South America is that it was definitely occupied by, I'm just trying to get my, where's my file? It was definitely occupied by people, and the big picture here was presented by Graham Hancock, and as you can see, these different cultures were definitely there pre-Ice Age or pre-Younger Dryas, some as far back as 24,000 years ago up in Alaska. And that's just the thing we're talking about, is these cultures existed up there, and you see these ice roads up there. Now, Zero Control, or Anthony, was not the first person who gave me the ice roads idea. By the way, this is Google Earth. It's really bad. Here's one of the ones just to show you Google Earth's version of it, and then we can go over to satellites.pro and look at it, and it's a lot better. So I suggest satellites.pro, although I don't know about what this ad is over here. I haven't seen that ad before. Can I kill it? I don't think so. Anyways, this is just one of the ice roads, and they are, again, just like in South Africa, parallel lines. I know it's not the right word to use, but how else can I describe it? Side by side, running alongside one another in a parallel fashion. You know, they're not perfectly straight lines. And so this is the argument, and this is where I question Zero Control about the age. I mean, yeah, these structures are going on top of the structures below it. That's true. So whatever happened first, and I thought perhaps 12,500 years ago, we had a major flooding through here, and so if this happened after that, the big question is, how did these lines get so jagged and wavy so quickly? It would make me think that it's almost 100,000 years old. Look at that. This went right over that lake. It was a straight line. So if this was a road that got this distorted over time, then are we talking about 100,000 years old? It seems like it's much, much older than the Ice Age, not younger. And I don't know, maybe I misunderstood. Looking at his video, let's take a look at it. Where is the video at? It's got a nice setup. And I put his link in my description, by the way, so you can go there. And here he has already mapped it out for us. I can go full screen here. But here you can see, and I'm just going to go here. I'm going to move this over, but I'm going to freeze it right here because there's so much data right here alone that he's given us. And I don't know what the difference is between yellow and red and pink and red. I don't know, but I can tell you that I've already zoomed in on a bunch of this already. And I just want to, before we get into his data, go over a couple things. First of all, the one thing is, there's this word called esker, and this thing is an esker. Now the question is how was it created? They say over time and ice, but it just looks like it's a newer structure on top of this other land. So I have to question and wonder if Anthony has something here or not. And I do want to pay homage to that because I'm seeing parallel structures going for miles. That's what I found in South Africa. Perhaps there was some ancient transportation system going on here. Okay, I'm going to open up, so I'm going to go back to this one. And I'm looking at his screen, so I'm just going to show you what I'm looking at here. I mean, I can show you one last time. I don't want to go back and forth. Here you can see this is the Hudson Bay, and this is the arc that's so questionable. And here you can see the other side. So I'm looking at these lines here, and you can see it right there. So it's really easy for me to zoom in, and even with his, I'm not. Well, let me just enlarge it over here. There's so many points I can find. Like, for example, just on top of this right here, it looks like there's something going across. No? Maybe I meant over here. It's kind of hard to zoom in. Let me try that one more time. You know where I really have it easy is over here. Let's go over here first. And you can see there's a lot of structures over here. I already zoomed in up here. I'll just go back in. You can see it. It's very clear, and there's two of them. You know, it's just a little bit to me. I know that they are definitely zigzaggy. I think they're old. They're going to a river. No, I do believe the river is quite old. I would assume the river's quite old. You can see some interesting lines coming through here. But let's zoom into his point. So I showed you that. That's finished. Let's go down now and find some new ones. There's a bunch down here. There's one that goes all the way across here. You can kind of see it right there. Let me see if I can find it. It's too bad because I can't zoom into his at all. I have to kind of go with what I'm seeing from a distance. So I have to, zoom out one more time. So, wow, that's a little different, huh? Am I going crazy? So right about here, there's a big long one. So let's see if we can find that. As we can see, it's going to the river. Oh, I see what he's seeing there. There's some that are going north-south right there, but those aren't very big. Maybe I should go to his website link. He's got a link. That one I'm not. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it now. So let's just follow it from here. There it is. So it's kind of old looking. It looks a lot older than those other ones. Maybe that's what the dark red color means. That one, if anything, is really old. There you can kind of see him here. There it is. Okay, so the first one that I was turned on to is actually by New Earth, and it's up in here in Alaska, believe it or not. Let me see if I can find it from memory. It's a big river. I think it's right here. It's kind of hard to find on this map. If it's not there, it's here. So I'm gonna kind of zoom in slowly and see if I can recognize. Still kind of tough. Kind of think I see it right here. What's this line? Is that a road? That's a real road? It looks like a wall or a fence. It's bizarre. What's that? That's wild. Is that a pipeline? Couldn't be a pipeline. Nobody would make a pipeline turn 90 degrees like that. But it looks like it's some kind of a weird wall. It's kind of funny that someone would even have to build a wall up there. Where's that road that I found before? It wasn't me, though. It was New Earth. I feel like it's right up in here. I just don't recognize this. Let me try another spot. I think it's over here then. Right here. There. That's it right there. Look at that. And it actually goes across the stream over here. Where yeah, right there. So it goes across and you can follow it. I mean, what is that? Don't tell me that that's natural. It's like a road. Like I just followed the whole thing. So this was the first one. This is probably still one of my favorite. Look at that. I actually never followed it to this point before. And it's because Google Earth sucks so bad. But here's the spot where it starts. I mean, you might say that it had something else going on here, right? But see here. Check out my map. Okay, why don't you put the link to it right there, and I'll check it out right here live on air. Okay, so this one here, you can follow it. Let's just zoom out a little bit so we can figure out where the starting point is. Now I'll never forget. Right there. That's awesome. So Stephenson Sound, Prudhoe Bay, Milkinson Bay, the Shavivik River, Shaviovic. That's the Canning River. We're at Prudhoe Bay. Look at that. So this is Alaska. Not far from the northest point in the continental United States. And as we zoom in here, now I got lost, see? I got lost it. Where was it? Stephenson Sound. I think it was right here. Yeah, right there. Okay, so there it is. And now we'll follow it in. And you've got this weird 2-track, double-tracked road. Okay, so check this out. It goes across here, and you do have this. Yeah, this is not the one. There's another one that has like a little bridge in the middle of an island, and it's like, that's not it though. I think we can find that. Over here we'll find it. I mean, look at that. It's like, what are we even looking at? It looks so old and ancient. And ice, and okay, so I think this is the bridge. Could be wrong. So this goes off here somewhere. We're not sure where it went, but over here we can see it comes back right there. So it's like going across here somewhere. And maybe you can see the road in here. Wait, is that it right there? That couldn't be it. But we can see it right there, and we see it start right here again, and then it comes here. It goes across what used to be like a river. It comes over here and separates into 2 different directions. So you've got this one and this one. I'll follow this one for now. I think it disappears right about here. Or wait, well, it doesn't disappear forever. It keeps going. Now it disappears there. There you can see it over there. So if you keep an open mind about it and you back out, you can catch it again. I mean, it's definitely a flattened out piece of land now. It's not like it's a real usable road. And now you have a real road right on top of it. How convenient is that? There's the old road right there. So how old is that old road? Well, according to it's Bing. Bing is fine. Yeah, I'll show you again. Hi, Zero. You're the reason why we're here today, because I acknowledged your... There, look at that. I acknowledged your fixation on North America. Oh, it is a pipeline. Those are pipes. I thought that was some kind of a weird fence. But now you can see those are pipelines. Probably gas. Not oil, right? Maybe water. Probably gas, though, right? But let's get back to the ancient road. You can see it there. We'll go back to the beginning in a second. Is that the road there? There it is, right there. You can see it there. It kind of split off and came back together, and now it's going underneath a modern day road, and you can see it underneath. Look at that. It looks like a freeway system, right? That's not natural. That's not natural. Hello? I mean, is that an ancient freeway on-ramp? Looks like it to me. Hi. Look at that. I mean, I hate it when I see stuff and I say, that's the smoking gun right there. That's the smoking gun. But I really feel like that's a real smoking gun right there. I mean, sometimes you say, oh, that could be natural, but not when it looks like a freeway on-ramp. And by the way, it's going underneath this complex. It keeps going. You can see it right there. I mean, how old do you think that is? Just 100 years old? It's going under a river. And then you get a modern day road that grabs it and uses it because it's already solid foundation of some sort. And then over here, no. I mean, I would be willing to think that that's a lot younger just because of all this, what I'm seeing now. But to be honest, yeah, it's layers upon layers. That's why I am so curious. Okay, wow. What a complex. What is this place? Gas? Water? They've got these pipes. Oh, by the way, Satellites.pro rocks. So much better than Google Earth. It's just so hard to control. Look what's happened to the land there. You're saying that's not man-made? That's definitely man-made right there. That's called land reclamation. That's called land reclamation right there. Now look, is that a river or is that a road? Okay, that looks like a river. This looks like land reclamation. A land reclamation activity. I mean, that's just too intelligent. You got... I'm not going to say that's not natural, but all I can say is that it looks to me like when people reclaim land, they grab it, they make piles of land, they make piles of rocks, and they fill in the blanks. And they did it with the Hong Kong airport. And I don't know, this is about as big as the Hong Kong airport island, the reclaimed island right there. So being able to do it in that small area is definitely possible. Well, the dear leader, I don't mind if you just put it broken and I'll take the blanks out. You can give me the link any way you want. I don't mind. I like data. I mean, I'm not going to start downloading your files. Okay, we're going to go back to the beginning point. Okay, again, zooming out. This is Alaska. Zooming in, we got to find that point now. I got lost. It's over here. It's not that river. It's over here. Right, we're right there. And it's this part right here. Okay, now this thing that sticks out, I mean, looks totally man-made, right? But the question is, well, let's look at it. I mean, pretty sure that's man-made, right? It's a man-made structure. Who knows how old? But I'm starting over here on this structure. So let's go over here, and what is this called? Does it have a... It's the Stephenson Sound. And down here, you can see that ancient road starts right here. So you've got this reclaimed... See, this is the thing. They reclaimed this whole area, and that's why you've got this sound, or this, or whatever you call this structure. Because they've... I mean, didn't we already know that these are man-made, and they're doing it to protect their inland lines? So this one here starts here. We followed it already, and there's a place where it separates. Okay, so if you must see this up close, it's a mound. That's, I mean, you know what we should do? We should look at it on the topographical too. But let me finish what I'm doing here. So keep going this way. Go this way, this way, this way. And then it gets to a point where it separates. It crosses here. We find it right across there. We follow it up, and then it separates. Now, we already followed this one to that weird area with all those pipes. Now we're going to follow this way. And this way is definitely like a... I mean, come on. It looked just like a damn freeway on-ramp. Is that where it stops? Let me back out. We can try to find it. Okay, so it kind of disappears right there. I see a line here, and I see a line here. That looks like modern-day road right there. Okay, so maybe this direction's done. Ice fractures? Fracturing of mud looks like ice fractures. Well, when it comes to weathering, first of all, I think I'm too far up to know. See, that's weird, right? Is that the road? Kind of looks like it's going this way. What's that? That's weird. I don't get it. That's totally weird. What is this artifact that we're seeing? It looks like it's mapped out the crevices in the earth. What is this bizarre shit? That's weird. Alright, well, I'll ignore that for now. That's just bizarre. And it seems like it is following the lines? That's just bizarre. Is that a layer that we don't know about? Google's secret mapping layer? Yeah, keyboards. You probably got junk. I sometimes I have a wireless keyboard, so I take the battery out and I just beat it on the table to get all the junk out from under the keys. Actually, I've got new keyboards now. I used to have some really old ones that were really nasty. Okay, so it looks like that could be the ancient road right there. It's kind of following this direction, but it's so light you can't really see anything. It's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. By the way, how wide is this? Oops. Okay, so that's not even a one. Okay, so this is a tenth of a mile right here. So this is a 100th of a mile. So that's only like 5 yards. Can we change that to yards or feet? It doesn't matter. I want to find see, and there's the ancient road up here going under there. We saw that already, right? Yeah, we followed that from the other direction. So they're both going in the same direction. I believe we did. I can't remember. No, I don't know where that road's coming from, but here we can see another. I've ran into another ancient road. So there we go. It ain't working. Okay. Well, all I can say, dear leader, is if you give me the domain and then a slash or whatever, and then a separate, and then fill in the blank, copy and paste, yada, 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 I'll check out your link. Or you just tell me now. Right now we're looking at this one. This road was brought to me by New Earth, but I never really followed that one all the way. So there it is. Yeah, so we did find it again. It's going right through here, and then I don't know where I followed it over here. Oh, there it is. I followed it along this road. This modern day road is going alongside the ancient road. So this ancient road, maybe it's only a few hundred years old, maybe it's not that old, but it looks like it's pretty degraded into the ground, like it's more than just a couple hundred years old, like say 1,000 years old or older. But the question is if Columbus discovered America where are those mounds again? Look at the video that I just showed you earlier on all the North American mounds, and then look at the ones in the South American in Amazon. We've got all sorts of hinges. These things are like thousands of years old. We definitely can say these roads are 10,000 years old. I mean, I think maybe they're younger. That's why I'm not sure. Zero Control, you mentioned that some of this was not as old as the Ice Age. I don't know if you can clarify your statements, because I feel like I see some stuff that's really, really old, like especially the ones you're showing over there. Let's go over to your area. I've got your video on freeze. I was watching it, and I hadn't done a video in a while, so I had to. Please comment. I'm begging you to tell me what is the difference between the yellow and the red and the light red, the pink, and what is the I'm moving this over here so I can visit some of these spots. That was my goal. It wasn't to watch your video on my channel, but I do want you to get more subscribers and get some money, although I think that affiliate marketing is a better way to make money now. Okay, so there we go. This is Alaska, and there's definitely some activity going on up there. I mean, if this land here is so pliable that it's making all these changes within just 100 years or 200 years, then it's a lot wetter than I thought. I'd like to go there someday and walk around and see. I mean, I know that this is a big distance. That right there is 27 miles. 27 miles. I don't know what kind of wild animals are running around up there. So that's Alaska. That's Alaska. That's like a river delta right there. Look at that. That's like an old river delta, that whole thing. So that's maybe definitely a moist area. Another thing to think about, you don't really see the shelves. Oh yeah, you do. There it is. You can see the old shelf. This is the so-called land bridge right there. It's a lot wider than they made it sound. They made it sound like it's just a skinny little strip of land. But now it's like, oh, it's the so-called land bridge. What's this? Look at that. The Bering Strait Land Island. What's that called? Cool. That's a lot of rivers. Sorry, I like to discover stuff. Look at that. You saying that's not man-made right there? Yeah, so I have to agree there, Anthony, that they were forming the land, they were changing it. I mean, I don't see how that's a natural structure, personally. And it seems like they did that all around Alaska, probably pre-Ice Age. And looking at your area here, this is, I mean, I was just looking at the one structure here. It was pretty easy to grab, and it was funny that it was parallel, in a parallel manner. Now I can't find it. Where is it? Okay, I had it. Well, I don't understand. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. This weird parallel structure, and it's just this. Why isn't it? You can see how it goes across the lake. Like how does that exist and go across a lake and not mess up the lake when it's being formed if it's natural? So I can see how that is a that is an intelligent structure that was created after this lake was created. And over here as well, you can see the lakes were already there, and then this structure went across. But and they came across in this parallel fashion. Like, I don't understand why they would make an effort. These things are, let's go in and measure them. That is actually 5/10 of a mile, right? No, not tenth. Sorry, not a tenth. 5/100ths of a mile. And the other ones that I showed you were just 1/100. So this is 5 times thicker. Foundations of land. Oh yeah, that's what we're going to do next. We were going to go into the topography. Let's go and do that real quick while I'm still thinking of it. We'll go back to Alaska. We're always started in the Richat structure, aren't we? I guess it's built into my link that I saved. And we can go to... This is a kind of a difficult program. en-us.topographic. Is this going to be difficult? It's going to be difficult. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, I'm going to have to go back to my other map to make sure. And I also want to be able to see my comments. Dear leader, I do not have your email. Yeah, Reddit would be fine. Okay, so where's that river at? Right here? I just kind of wanted to see the... Is it over here? Now I'm getting to know it by the sound. I think it's right there. There it is. You can see the one piece right there. I think it's right here. It's where that line starts. Luckily, we've got other layers we can use. See, because we can't see those maps now, but we can turn on that layer. The Esri imagery is usually pretty good. And now you can actually see that line. And we're talking about a mere feet, 36 feet. So it's not that much land. It could have been manipulated by modern day humans, but it just feels like it went for a long distance. So we're really talking about a difference of feet here. It's almost not even worth looking at to me. I thought maybe we'd see some real texture. We don't even see red. Where's red? There's no red. There's green, that's 23 feet. There's yellow, that's 33 feet. So 10-foot difference. So these are like plains out there. You're just walking over plains. I don't know how rough it is. I'd just like to get a close-up of these old roads. So again, coming from here, we're not going to get any real topography from this. All right, anyways. When was the last time the climate was good in Alaska, in North America? You know, I don't know about if it's a climate issue. I think it's more of a mining issue. Why were they up there? They were there to get... I mean, I don't know. I don't know if people were living there with forests and trees. I think that the scientists probably say that that place wasn't habitable for probably hundreds of thousands of years, if ever. What's that? Oh, that's that weird thing that I went to. So I'd like to know what this is. I have to figure that one out. Maybe going to regular maps to find that out. But instead of doing that right now, let's keep sticking around this whole area. I'm looking here at your map. I'm going to zoom in just to see what I want to look at next. I don't know what the yellow is. I'd like to see if I can find some yellow to reference. How about this one? This is a very long river. It looks like it's going across the whole continent there. And there's that yellow there. So let me see if I can find that. And you'll have to trust me when I just zoom in on my own. So, oh, there it is. And, okay, I think I found it right there, right? It's right about here. And, yeah, there you can see what looks like well, it's definitely a ribbon of land. I have to zoom back out. I think that's it right there. But I can't see it. I think that's it right there. Oh, that looks cool. Very grainy. It looks like you're looking up close at a rock and it's like hundreds of miles away. Okay, well, there's the river. Let me try that one more time. So this little dip, it looks like that's supposed to be it. It looks like this is supposed to be it here. Oh, there, I can see something happening there. Yeah, I can see where that was. That's old, though. I think that has to be more than 10,000 years old. Here's another something going on right there. You can see two lines right there. Why are there two lines? So let's assume it's natural and it was a little river, got filled in with dirt, and then the shoreline's exposed of the old river. I don't know about that one. Interesting, though. This area is very flat, right? Well, maybe I lost Zero. He said something was wrong with his keyboard. I understand. It's 10 in the morning. Where am I on time? I'm just hitting an hour. So I just didn't have any good videos out for a while, so I thought I'd pay homage, in a sense. Okay, so there's that one. Let's go to another one. Let me find another one. I gotta get to my map. So I was looking at this one here. I didn't really see much. It looks old. Maybe that's what the yellow means. I want to find something that looks a little new. Maybe the bright red is new because that one looks a lot better. I didn't find these at all. Well, I don't know about using the term Native American in this whole description. Let's see if I can find this one down here, because that's a pretty long one right there. And I didn't see those. I'll come back here if I don't find any. And then these yellow ones, I'd like to know those, and up here. So let me start here, right down by the Google Maps, this long one right here. There's a city, Umlaku, whatever. Let's see if we can use that as a reference point. And it's right here. And, oh, it's way down there. It's right, so the city is there. So the place, so we can zoom in a little bit to find that city, hopefully, right? We're not seeing the city? Okay, well, trying to reference out to about here. So right about here, we'll find it. I think we can see the line. Some really bizarre shapes. It's hard to really know what we're looking at sometimes. There's this line. There we go. Yeah. Classified naturally as, what are they? Eskers? And if they are man-made roads, I'd say people who make roads want to make them straight. And so therefore, these must be very old if they are man-made. I mean, unless these machines that made them they for some reason had to turn to make a nice smooth road, so they went zigzagging on purpose. I mean, I'm talking about ancient terraforming machines that moved mountains.